Hello everyone, we're continuing on with our Let's Play, and yeah, still trying to get used to this lovely software, and forgot to add my first thing banner to show where we're at. So yeah, episode 2 doesn't have it, but yeah, we put it in this one. So let's go ahead and jump in the game and get back to where we are. So we're going to go ahead and jump in, and we are going to throw in our hunter. Yes, so let's get some critters. Let's get some babies here, and I'm going to go ahead and do my little roadie thing. And I think the hunter shack will fit, or the hunting cabin will fit in this spot. Yeah, there we go. And we'll get that guy built, and we'll get those little babies, and we can start up on our animal production. And let's see. Okay, finally, I was all worried that those other people weren't going to jump into the boarding house. Because at one point in time in the game, when it was first released, we had a homeless issue where you'd have plenty of housing, but they wouldn't go into the building. And it was a total pain. So we're going to also get our settlers to start breeding here. So we're going to throw out some houses. And technically right now I don't have any laborers, but I'm not too worried about it. The laborers, just so you know, it's this number right up here, the temporary workers. You usually want to keep, half a dozen of those, so if somebody dies, the game will automatically fill their place. And because, people here die. Oh, what the heck is this? Beware of the wild mushroom. Click to jump. What the heck is this? Since autumn began, never before seen mushrooms have been to be sprouting in the wild. Does not look like poisonous, but nor is it edible. Do you want to try it? No way. Forget it. Okay, that's something new I've never seen. That must be part of the new patch that the devs put out. So, yeah. I don't have enough people to poison off right now. So, yeah. We're just not going to go there. Now we have some houses. And let's see where we're at. Got our fuel. Let's see how they're doing over here. And really not doing much. And I'm going to go ahead and set this up to 300. And with that, I'm going to keep on, once they hit that number, I'm going to keep on raising it higher and higher, because as the settlement grows, we're going to be using more fuel. So I never want that number to get low. And let's get this prepped up for the animals. Put my road, bring the road out to about here. Come on, guys. You guys can build it. There you go. Life is good. Okay, let's go ahead and pause this. And I'm going to measure out the distance I have to build with. Okay, see how this isn't far enough in, so I can't build it here. So this is going to be my cutoff point, and I'm going to build roads here, here. I'm going to move that there. And then, of course, like I always do, set up my first bit of warehouses, 5 by 6. Put my road in. Now everybody has their style and how they do things. I like doing it this way. It's just easier for me. And then another Another warehouse. Now notice how, since there was nothing in the way, it's instant. That's the one thing I love about these warehouses. They don't cost you anything to build, and they're actually a lifesaver when you're playing the game. Because when you start sending your people out to gather stuff and it's wintertime, you don't want them coming out here to the way edge of the map and then running back into the settlement, because more than likely they're going to freeze to death. So I'll place some type of these small warehouses just in an area, and then the following season I'll just have them gather up everything. They'll drop it off at this warehouse, and then if the weather's not too bad, I'll destroy this warehouse, and it forces them to bring everything back into town. And I found that out, that it just works. I stumbled across doing it, and it works real well. And that's the difference in turning your people into settler popsicles or get supplies. And I prefer the supplies myself. Plus, your settlers, you're going to notice they whine a lot. So it's like, do what you can for them. If not, they're going to drive you nuts. So one more warehouse. Oop, I think that went too small. Six by 5. Complete this road. So now I'm prepped up to put my animal pastures in. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to place 20 by 20 pastures in. And there is a method to my madness here, because the larger the pasture is, means more animals that it can hold, and that means they breed faster. I know you'll see a lot of people make smaller pastures, but I already know I'm going to wind up destroying these things later when you get the more efficient pastures. The corrals, which is further down in the game. But just for now, I'm going to go ahead and, let's see, get rid of these houses so I don't make that mistake again. Because I don't like wasting my construction people's time, because it gets so annoying when you're like waiting for them to get something done. And okay, cool. Notice my hunter, we've got Hilton there. So he's going to go run around, and once a month, according to the game, they fan out, and I'll have a chance of, like, this one's really close, so maybe he'll get a baby alpaca for me. And with the baby alpaca, I can toss that into one of my pastures, which will allow me to start raising them. So let's go ahead and get this thing unpaused, and they'll get this one cleared out, which is kind of cool, because now that I have all my warehouse right here, they're just dropping the stuff straight off. They're not pathing, down to the center storage. They're just dropping everything off, so they're getting things done quicker. And then with the amount of construction people I have going, they're doing willy-nilly, and some of them are going to work on this, others are going to work on the roads, and they just bounce back and forth. I know I can hit the priority button, but it's such a pain that more than likely it's just not going to work. So, because they determine how many construction people are supposed to work on it, and it's a big old math issue, and I'm just not going to deal with it. But you'll probably still see, they're still working on the road, even though this is a priority. But it is what it is. being a new access game, the devs, that's stuff that they can work on. Now notice the icon right here, and I'm above the 300 mark. So I'm just going to go ahead and add that and bring them up. I'm going to bring it up to 500. The reason why I bring them in small increments, because if I just put this up to like 1,000, they're going to blow through all my timber. And I want to reserve some of my timber for other construction. So I want to get that resolved. And then we're going to more than likely do our, since we don't have any immigrants coming up. Aha! New technology point. Going to go ahead and pause the game. And this is another alternative way to bring up your skills is by clicking up on this little university icon. And we have 2 points. So I totally spaced it off on not picking something because, you don't want these things to bank up. You want to use them so you can get an immediate use out of them. Now, I know I'm not going to make an apiary. I don't really care. I want this. So I'm going to activate the apiary. I'm going to activate the groves. And you need the nursery, which is just a smaller field, building, whatever. That'll make, it'll grow like tobacco or cocoa or tea, the specialty seeds and herbs. But you need these to grow those items. They won't grow in any field or anything like that. So you have to unlock those. And let me look at it again. I do believe they take clay. Oh, no. Yeah. Right here. See where it says sand mining? It's a prerequisite to get the skill. So we know I go over to mining because that's what it told me to do. And then sand mining. So we're going to have to get this started before I can turn around and start making these things. So my next skill that you're going to see me use, I'm going to go ahead and open up the sand mining and we'll get that one started. And I know I haven't touched the academy yet, and that's okay. But I really want to, once this construction gets done, I'm going to build a road out here, and I'm going to set up for 2 large cemeteries. And there's a trick to that for the reason why I build 2 of them. But we'll get into that in probably a further episode, so it's no big deal right now. Just go ahead and get this puppy unpaused and get them building. And this is the one annoying part of this game is I want to build this road, but there's a good chance it's going to take my construction people away from this. And I want to get this built. So bear with me. It's on the fastest speed. Hopefully it'll get done real quick. I mean, they're still clearing the land. And that's the one problem with not having any extra laborers, because the laborers should be clearing this out. Now, if you notice, look how those 3 people that I had, by having the one skill here, the farming efficiency, if you remember, they did not have the ability to plant this whole field. Now, not only have they planted it, but I'm still looking at plenty of time for them finishing off this field. At least that's what I'm hoping for. Oh, okay. Insert foot in mouth. Yeah, okay. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to keep them close, but I'm going to get some more lumber. And matter of fact, I'm just going to clear this area right here, this area right here. And they should place the majority of that lumber right here. That's what I'm hoping for. Come on, guys, get to it. Yeah, I'm gonna, with me getting down to 19 tools, I'm gonna have to get my blacksmith started soon too. This is not going as planned. So where's a good place for a temporary blacksmith? I'm gonna go ahead and place my temporary blacksmith over here. I've got storage. So let's get some roads. And blacksmith. Oh, that's under profession. Right there. And place him right there. And we have iron ore right here, so they'll be able to jump right here. And to have him placed, I'm going to have to reduce one of my construction people. And I don't really want to do that, but I got to get the tools made. I was hoping we would have at least seen some type of immigrants coming, but unfortunately that's not the case. And I'm going to go ahead and just as a... I got to get this area cleared, so we're going to tell them to clear that area too. So I need to get the town hall built, because the town hall is the only way that you can accept immigrant. Yeah, this guy is so cool. I wonder if what type of interaction. Is he actually going to be going to the ferry or the trade post? It's going to be interesting. But I'll worry about that later. Let's just get this taken care of first. Now, if you notice, I didn't clear everything at one shot. I wanted to get the trees taken care of first, and then I'll go ahead and have them clear out the plants. Okay. Let's just make sure I didn't overlook to see if we got an animal. Oh, yeah, we got... Oh. Yeah, just so you know, you have these little blue icons, and the game is pretty much screaming at you on what they want done. So, let me play some catch up here. I don't normally play in 10x mode. I usually only play 5x, but I understand this being a video, people get really bored really quick. So I'm kind of rushing myself. So go ahead and add a person here. And we'll go ahead and make iron tools. So that should take care of my iron tools. And we have it set for 200. It's going to take them forever to catch up, especially with only one person. So we have that done. And, oh man, I'm really running out of people here. We're going to go ahead and open this up. I'm going to have to release another construction person, which is something I don't want to do because it's going to take getting things done a lot harder. And I don't see any place where else I can get taken care of. So, and now that I'm placing houses, I also need an extra person for dealing with repairing houses, because that's another critical building. If you don't get somebody repairing your houses right off the bat, things start falling apart. So, game's kind of getting a little away from me right now. And we're going to go ahead and You know, what the heck? I'm just going to build a random one somewhere around. I'll go ahead and delete it later. And that's the repair shop. The heck with it. I'm just going to, for right now, I'm going to extend my road here and get the repair shop in. I'm going to place that as a priority. I always forget the repair shop. And I don't notice that I've forgotten the repair shop until a house starts falling apart. And then it's like, don't. Oh well. Let's go ahead and get this puppy unpaused. And now I really have to watch out with what I start building, because only having what? I still have 3 construction people. Okay, so that's not too bad. But I'll have to get rid of one of the construction people for repair. You have so many things you want to get done right off the bat that it's just like you get so overwhelmed. Now, I know you're probably puzzled why I'm placing this, but I'm just using it as a placeholder. So when I get the boarding school's the same size, so I don't have to worry about it. And then let's throw some houses in here. Oh no, that's a bad thing. Oh, girl. Okay, I messed this up. Oh, this is what I'll forget it. Let's stop, guys. Forget it. Forget it. Knock it off. I forgot with how I placed the clinic, my build is off. So let's go ahead and clear these. And I'm going to put a different road in here. So even the best laid plans get jacked up. I mean, believe me, when I started this series, it's like, oh, it's going to be so easy. You're going to have too much fun. Yeah. And I'm still... Let's see if I can fix this. Get rid of this. Get rid of this road. See, I mean, you're gonna knock stuff down until you get the efficiency up. And I just don't know what I did wrong, because this should have worked. Clinic is 6x7. Oh, criminy. I have this set wrong. This is supposed to be turned sideways and not lengthways. Ugh. Okay, well, bummer. I gotta get this fixed. So we're gonna do a Hail Mary here. Arg. Can't do what I want to do. Okay. Plan B here. We'll just fix this later. And go ahead and I'll get that church turned around, because I want enough room to have this. Because what I want to do, if possible, is, can I get a house right here? And I can. It'll allow me to build it. So what I actually want to do is I want to build a house. Wait a minute. Where is this road? Remember how I was telling you about efficiency? Yeah, this is one of the annoying parts of efficiency. Now, can I place the house right here? No. Okay. So, yeah, on my other previous maps, what I like to do is have the boarding house and then a boarding house for the school, which this is going to be paused. Like I said, it's just a placeholder. And then I go over here and town hall. And I'm going to place the town hall just right outside of the building area. So it's not taking up any room for housing. That's the plan. And I'm going to get that paused too. So, okay, I can wipe the egg off my face right now. And just get them back to work. I mean, we still don't see any immigrants. So, I'm lucky there. They're going ahead and they're planning. And, we got another technology point. Let's go ahead and jump on that. And we're going to go to the mining. We're going to pick up sand mining. We'll activate that. And I'm just going to go ahead and place that. I'm going to go ahead and, just for temporary, we're going to go ahead and place this right here. Get a road started. I know I don't have people for this, but I just want to get it built. So when the immigrants, see, the immigrants just popped. They're right there. And I want to be able to get them right in. And I want to get some more houses built because the game's basically yelling at me to get things done. And I really got to watch this thing a lot closer because the last time I had my people, remember when they were picking all the plants over here? I triggered them to find another seed. So it works really awesome versus using a gatherer. I mean, the only nice thing with the gatherer is a lot of times you get more consistent herbs, and I'm a little inconsistent on that. I live life on the edge. Why not? So we got more stuff to get done, but I want to get... There we go. We're going to go ahead and pause this because I don't worry about it. I know let's get a couple more housing built. And I know this looks a little random, but I'm going to try to place people closer to their home, to their workplace. And what I'm hoping for is maybe the doctor will take this house, and I'm going to place a house right here. And what I'm hoping for is the cleric is going to go here, and I'm going to place one more house. It's going to be a lot for these guys. And what I'm going to hope for is the vendor for the marketplace is going to live here. And then majority of my houses I'm going to build on the edge here for my farmers to take. And once they get this stuff built, yeah, they already have one house built. How are we doing on stuff? We're doing good. Ooh, lumber. Bad. The mysterious merchant. What is this? Just like a foreigner came to the settlement and hawked his goods to citizens passing by for 3,000 silver. Get this deal before it's too late. Well, I don't have any silver, so nope. But I want to get this cemetery started, so I'm going to drive them all crazy doing this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a full collection right here where they're going to cut down trees. They're going to get stone. They're going to take it all. And I just want a clear area for my road. And get that paused. I mean, when you're trying to get so much stuff done, And you don't notice these icons. Like right now, I still need 3 more citizens that want houses. And of course, when the game tells you to do it, it's like you're hurting your baby production. Because right now I have 3 kids, and I'm gonna have to worry about a school soon as well. And I'm gonna really drive them nuts. And you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and unpause this, because then when the immigrants show up, they'll at least have a place to get into, and I'm just going to have to catch up on my housing. That's all there is to it. And we just picked up some new livestock. Woohoo! And now I have a goose. That works. So really, I don't have anybody over here? Great. So this guy's not doing anything. Oh, great. Okay, we're going to have to get this unpaused. Well, this series is just not starting out very well. Sure, Cut. Show us how to play and just totally screw things up. Yeah. Okay. Egg on the face. Live and learn. I mean, this is how the game goes. I mean, you can have the best plan for your settlement, but, it just, things go the way they go. I don't like having them clear all this stuff out when we're going into wintertime, because there's a high chance that they're going to freeze to death. I want to keep them close to town. So I'm hoping that this isn't going to be too far away from them and they can get this built. If I lose somebody, then I'll pause it and I'll just have them cut down the trees. I mean, that's going to be all there is to it. So, this guy ran too far. He needed water. He needed food. And, you have to care for these guys, because if you don't, your settlement's just going to die. And it's a bad thing. I mean, see, they don't have a dirt path, so it's taking them, they have to run out here from their house. So they're getting cold, they're getting tired, they're getting hungry, they're getting thirsty. And by the time they get out here, they're ready to go home. I mean, it's a pretty vicious cycle you get in that a lot of people get in trouble with in their settlement, because they ask their people to go so far out during the wintertime without decent clothing and without good roads, and just everything falls apart. Yeah, we got some more alpaca there. That's cool. So we're going to end it here. And, next episode, hopefully we'll get the immigrants in, we'll get the graveyards built, and we'll get some more housing in, and life will be good. And, hopefully I can get this thing turned around and I don't look nearly as foolish as I'm looking now. So I will see you shortly, and have a good day.